Today, we talk about hearing what you think or believe instead of what's being said. In other words, projecting. To project is to apply your thoughts and actions onto someone else as if they were the one thinking or doing it. Many people, if not everyone, projects. Author Schopenhauer says, "The world is my representation." He says that every living and knowing being holds this as truth. They see the world through their own eyes, their own experiences, knowledge, or lack of experience and knowledge. But every man sees the world as a representation, and the representation is the man himself. But some writers say that it is not all men who see the world as he is himself. Some claim that others see the world for what it is. This is explained through the phrase, believing is seeing, as opposed to seeing is believing. If I see it, then it is so, and I believe in what I have seen. But if I believe it and I make myself see it, then it is so because I saw it, and now I believe it. A bit of a paradox. What came first, the seeing or the believing? To see is to believe, but to believe is also to see. To believe something first, you can feel you know it, and if you know it, you can project it. Everything a man hears, he relates back to his belief and feels it is the truth because he saw it. Since he saw it, he believed it. To project is to believe it, then see it. People can believe something so strongly, they see it everywhere they look, even if it's not there. To be open to new ideas, even if they go against your beliefs, you might first see it, then believe it. Some people project onto the words of politicians their ideas, dreams of what a free society is, their desires, hopes, and so on. But that projection is a figment of their own imaginations, a figment of themselves that they lay over the words of the speakers. They give meaning to the world around them based on what they believe. Believing is hearing. They project the actions of others to be in line with what they believe. Believing is seeing. Projectors believe that all the person does is exactly in line with what they said they would do. Believing is believing, or believing is justification. When a party sees the person they believe is found guilty, believing is justice. To get to peace, we must fight wars around the world. Believing is killing. If you're already offended, relax. This video is not about everyone. It is about specific patterns. Smart people are fully aware of these patterns and can still fall into the paradox. When people encounter dumb behavior, they instinctively try to interpret it. The error is in trying to give the meaningless a meaning, in overanalyzing or second guessing. There can be beauty and harmony in simplicity, in primitive thinking. If it smells like shit, It's probably shit. We give logic, depth, reason, and morals to the ridiculous, absurd, and ludicrous. We make excuses for their actions. Oh, they're just trying to protect us. It's for our own good. Or we cannot understand because we do not know the security secrets. These are all excuses to protect our own faulty projections. Excuses we make up so that we don't feel stupid, or to make us feel more secure in our stupidity. No one wants to be wrong, so we justify our projections. No one wants to be on the losing team, so we come up with excuses to make us feel like we're still winning, or to convince others we still win. This is idiotic behavior. We build a narrative which makes sense to us on top of their empty words and actions. We make their trash our reality. This is stupidity, and stupidity has become a form of power. Complexity does not always trump simplicity. Excuses that intelligent analysis yields the truth is not always correct. Primitive thinking or the accuracy of simpleness can be a weapon for the intelligent who spot bullshit from the mouth and actions of those with hidden motives. We must learn to see people for what they are instead of what we hope them to be. We must hear what they say and not for what we believe they have said. Since people are projecting their beliefs in what they are being told they believe, there is a synergy that occurs where the listener interprets in the speaker's words and actions as being what the listener wanted to hear and see. The phrase believing is seeing comes into play, but in reality, the listener is being played, toyed with. That is to say, they're being exploited. Beneath all of this cultural programming, which has taught us through the education system what to believe in the first place, they don't want smart people who can think primitively and see through their manipulation tactics. That would be bad for those trying to deceive us. Politicians win when the majority of people believe in and repeat such phrases as, that's a conspiracy theory, or the unvaxxed are killing people by not getting vaccinated. It's not an accident. This has not happened by mistake. It works because of indoctrination and reinforced indoctrination through propaganda. It is deliberate, a deliberate, systematic conditioning. The architects of thought who tell us what patriotic behavior and beliefs are relies on the suppression of our own independent thinking. It becomes difficult to separate ourselves from what we have been told to believe. We begin to believe that what we're told is our own thoughts, our own beliefs, our own independent thinking patterns. But in reality, we're seeing what we believe, or we're seeing what we've been told to believe, and we are defining the world of right and wrong, our freedom from subjugation, in terms of the propaganda that has shaped our thoughts. Free thinking is discouraged through bullying tactics such as name calling, strategies such as those not wearing masks are the bad guys, turning society against itself, through propagandizing, where messages are repeated over and over and over until the idea becomes part of the subconscious. False patriotic thinking comes from years of wearing down your internal dialogue so that you hear their words as if they were your own thoughts, used to rationalize their behavior, their manipulations, tactics, and strategies to make you see what you believe and believe what they tell you, to repeat what they say and hear what you have been taught. People are more prone to believe the thoughts they think are their own. Conditioned to conform for their benefit. It is a vicious program that wants to belittle and insult independent thinkers. Independent thinkers threaten them. Manipulator, Manipulators rely on people parroting their messages. Voting is more of a measure of successful manipulative strategies than a voice of the people. Eventually, we recalibrate our standards downward. Maybe we're not free, but at least we don't have the military in the streets. Except now we do. And who let the aliens in? The same bird who put the military in place to kick them out, gaslighting the people to accept tyranny as a necessity. Who directs the military? The United States. Who directs the United States? United States of America. Who is the United States of America? The states. But most people don't understand this. And why would they? It's not beneficial for the manipulators when people think. When they know the truth, when they think primitively, they can spot the bullshit. The politicians have little power over bullshit spotters. Or, in other words, the emperor has no clothes. Overt abuse is disguised as a necessity. Meanwhile, the black hole of tyranny continues to suck in everything in its path. We make excuses and more excuses since believing is impossible to abandon for more reasonable and truthful realities. Manipulators understand the weakness of the stupid who are limited to their beliefs. Thinkers are in too small a number to be a real threat. Belief is like a parasitic hook, a bug burrowing into the brain that begins at kindergarten or even worse from indoctrinated parents. There is no point in trying to pour wisdom into a mind built of trash. The question becomes, why am I wasting time on someone with the cognitive capacity of a pile of crap? We all, to a great extent, receive the same indoctrination and propaganda, yet some are able to distinguish between reason and what is unreasonable, between what is sensical and what is nonsense. Intelligent, independent thinkers, seeing what is to believe in what is real, in unmolested reality, in fact supported by evidence, setting aside belief, biases, cultural norms. Intelligent people do not care about blowback from members of society who have trash for brains. They stick to what is fact, to what is real, to calling BS when they see it. These are the true leaders in society. Manipulators are just the great pretenders, the narcissistic pests that keep buzzing for our attention. Intelligent and independent thinkers must continue to move forward. We must continue calling out on the BS. We must continue setting examples and living by those examples. We must continue bragging about our successes, of telling others how great our lives are. We move forward with our actions, our ideas. We are the true leaders in society. We are the ones the projectors will follow if we step up and take lead. People who are prone to believe whatever they are told are the true followers in society. It takes free thinkers doing to show followers a new picture, a picture they will believe in. Once they believe it, they can begin to see it. If they can see it, they will begin to believe it. They can make a choice about what is best for them, but they need a path. Make it real. Free thinkers must do and show They must speak and speak and speak some more. They must have results. Results must be proven. This has already occurred in many ways. Not wearing a mask compelled others to not wear a mask also. It made some of the mask's followers question their own actions. It made some leaders step up and take off their masks. It is true, some people still wear masks alone in their private vehicles, but we need not change everyone, just the many. Free and independent thinkers do. Doing is showing, and showing is seeing, and seeing is believing, and believing is following.